video is just to show a short little operational video of the LMX200 enhanced. The LMX also comes in a basic system which won't have a few of the features that we're going to show here. So we've switched the system on. It probably takes about 30 seconds for the system to actually load up. And the first thing that we're going to show you here is to the far left we've got the, well, it times off, so obviously it conserves the batteries quite well, which is a good feature. The next point is that we've got the projects. So a projects will be a collection of line scans and grid scans. And later on when we show you the file menu, I'll show you how many of each we can actually store in a system. The first thing we'll do is we'll go into a line scan. Okay, we're currently inside, so the GPS has no signal, and then we can also select which line number we want. So that will essentially end up being the file name of that particular line. There's a few statistics about each of the lines. In this project there's no lines at this point, so there's no statistics. We have two options here. We can go to a different line number if we wanted to, and that will essentially store there, or the second option is to actually just go into a no save mode. So if we're just using it for mark and locate, we probably wouldn't worry too much about saving our data, so we might use a no save mode. If we press no save, it'll go straight into a scanning, or if we press start, it'll start scanning with line number 1. So once we go into this mode, we then have all of our different options across the bottom. If we want to start the scan, we press start, so we can start. This will come up on the screen, so we've got the little cart with an arrow, and then we'll just start to wheel it. And we can see the data coming there. You can see this blue here. This is an indication of the speed that we've just scanned at. Okay. We also have zoom, where we can change the depth and the width of the scan. So depth is fairly obvious, we can go up to about 8, and then we've got position as well, which we can extend up to 35.
Reference for the taxi, you said it'll be at the front in 4:45. Is that alright? Where were you going to?
And we also have the colour, which is fairly obvious. We have a filter. This is a background removal filter. Generally you would want the background removing filter on. The next one is the gain. We have 9 options of gain. Okay, they're an SEC gain with presets for the attenuation and for the minimum and maximum. We also have the Dynat. Now this is a feature specific to the LMX200, whereby we can actually view different resolutions dependent on the size of targets that we're interested in, the depths that we're working with. There are 3 options with the Dynat. We have small for small targets, medium, large for large targets, obviously deeper, or we can view all of the data at once. We also have a calibration. This is a curve fit calibration that we can move around and then adjust the actual hyperbola. So what we would do is we would match a hyperbola. We can also move quite quickly between different ranges if we press the soil type, dry, very dry, and then if we're checking for airwaves we can use the airwave. Once we're happy with the setting, we just press apply, and then the depth will actually be changed. The last one is the interpretation. So we can, by pressing on the screen, maybe we should collect a little bit more data. You're in scanning mode. I think one of the issues is that with the zoom, I'll just decrease the position, stretch it out a bit. There we go. We'll go back, and then we can place an interpretation onto the screen. We can then, if we wanted to, we could use a different color for water or whatnot. And then if we don't want that interpretation, we can just press on it and it will come off the screen as well. Okay, beautiful. So that is the line scan mode.